So the first step in accounting is what? Journal. Okay.
Journal. Yeah.
This is the first step. And in journal, what we do? Record transactions. Okay. Record transactions, and that is also known as entries, journal entries. In journal, what we do? We pass journal entries. It is a collection of transactions actually. In journal, what we do? We collect the transactions, right?
Yeah.
After collecting, what is the second step? Ledger. In ledger, what we will do? We will classify the transactions. Okay, based on their nature, based on their similarity.
Yeah.
Classification, right? So journal is a separate book, ledger is a separate book. And in ledger, what we will do? We will do classification by opening accounts. Opening different accounts, right? Like one account for cash, another account for capital, then account for purchase, then account for sales, right?
Yep.
So that we do in ledger. So today we will practice on ledger little bit. Okay. And after, we will practice, and then we will learn how to balance a ledger accounts. How to balance ledger accounts. This we will learn today, basically. Our main focus will be on ledger posting, and plus this is today's new topic, how to balance ledger accounts, right? So, I am going to start with the same. You need to pass journal entries, and then I will prepare ledger, right? Journal is your task, and ledger I will be doing, right?
Yep.
Okay, so I am giving you few transactions. 2022, let's say Jan 1st. Okay. Opened, commenced, or let's say purchased goods on account, $10,000. Jan 2nd, sold goods for cash, $5,000. Jan 3rd, sold goods on account, $2,000. Jan 4th, purchased goods, not purchased, let me give another transaction. Paid carriage, $200. Jan 5, purchased furniture for cash, $1,200. Jan 6th, goods returned to the supplier, let's say $2,000. Next, Jan 7, paid to the supplier the balance amount. Okay. And here instead of 5,000, let me make it 15,000. Sold goods for cash, $15,000, right?
Yep.
So these are our transactions. You need to pass journal entries. So in your notebook, you start passing journal entries.
Okay.
Okay, I will help you in between.
Yeah.
So journal, you know the format?
Yep.
What is the format? Date, detail,
Date,
amount, column, and
details.
credit.
Yeah.
So this format we are going to follow. First column will be for date, details, debit amount column, and credit amount column. Right? So just draw this format in your notebook And
Yeah. Just a second. I'm writing the transactions.
pardon?
I'm writing the transactions. Give me a second.
Yeah, transaction no need write.
Oh, okay.
Transaction no need write. You just draw the format and start passing journal entries.
Okay.
Journal entries are important.
Yeah.
So in the first transaction, can you tell me which two items are affected?
So purchase and trade payable.
Good. Purchase and trade payable. Purchase is which category?
Purchase is asset.
No, expense. Purchase is expense.
Oh, right. Expense.
Trade payable is
Liability.
liability. And both are increasing, right?
Yeah.
So increase in expense debit, increase in liability credit,
Credit.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So purchase is not asset, purchase is expense. We brought
Yeah.
goods not for own use, we brought goods for resale purpose.
Yeah.
So when we buy goods, it is expense, and when we sell goods, that is revenue, right?
Yeah.
So increase in expense debit, increase in liability credit. So first I will record debit item, isn't it?
Yeah.
2022 Jan 1st. Purchases account debit. Leave next line, leave some space, and then trade payable account. Right? Amount is how much? $10,000. For now, we are skipping the narration, right?
Mm-hmm.
We are not passing the narration.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so first transaction recorded successfully, right? Now
Yeah.
Jan second. Okay, do it Jan second and tell me
Yeah, just give me a second.
what
I'm
will
still
be.
drawing.
Pardon?
I'm still drawing the table.
Be little fast.
Yeah, okay. For Jan 2nd, it's gonna be sale and cash.
Sales and cash. Their category?
Sales is revenue
Revenue,
and cash is asset.
asset. Now, which is increasing, which is decreasing?
So revenue is increasing and cash is also increasing.
Good. Now, what should I do?
So revenue is increase in revenue is credit and increase in asset is debit.
Good. Excellent. Increase in revenue credit, increase in asset debit. So, first I will record debit item, right?
Yeah.
So, cash account debit and leave one line, leave some space, then sales account revenue, right?
Mm-hmm.
And amount is $15,000. Done. So if I have to write narration, what should I write? Sold goods for
Sold goods for cash.
yeah. So for now we are skipping that.
Okay.
Now Jan 3rd. Tell me.
Jan 3rd is gonna be sales
Mm-hmm.
and trade receivable.
Trade receivable. Sale is revenue. Trade receivable is asset. Both are increasing.
Yeah.
Right? Increase in revenue credit, increase in asset debit. So first I will record debit item. Trade receivables account debit. Next line, leave some space. Sales account. Narration will be amount will be 2,000, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we are done with third transaction also. Now tell me fourth transaction, Jan 4th.
Wait, while writing it, do I leave space for narration or do I just
No need.
Okay.
If you want to leave the space, leave it. Otherwise, no problem.
Okay. Yeah. So Jan 4th is paid card. So cash and carriage.
Cash and carries.
Yeah.
Now cash is which category?
Asset.
Cash is asset. Carriage is
Expense.
good. Now tell me which is increasing, which is decreasing.
So cash is decreasing, expense is increasing.
Good. Now
So
what should I do?
decrease in cash is the credit and
Hmm?
increase in expense is debit.
Good. Excellent.
Yeah.
You are on the track now. So Jan 4th, first I will write debit item. Carries account debit. Next line leave some space, cash account, right? Amount is 2000 USD. Done. So we are
Then
done with the fourth transaction. Now fifth, tell me.
fifth is furniture and cash.
Good. Furniture and cash.
Both are
Category.
asset.
Both are asset because we are not going to use like for personal use, for business use only. So which is increasing, which is decreasing?
So furniture is increasing, cash is decreasing. So
increase in asset debit, decrease in asset
debit,
credit.
credit.
So Jan 5th, first I will record debit item. Furniture account debit. Next line leave some space, cash account, right?
Yep.
Amount is 1200. Done.
Then
This one is important. Read out the Jan 6th transaction.
goods returned to supplier $2,000.
Yeah. So tell me what should I do now? Which two
So
items?
the sales return and cash.
See, here I brought the goods now on Jan 1st.
Yeah.
Now I am returning. Return to, it is not returned by customer. It is returned by us to the supplier.
Oh, okay. So purchase return, purchase return and cash.
How come cash?
Oh, we still didn't pay it, so it's gonna be trade payable.
Yes, trade payable. Category, tell me.
So purchase return is yep. Is it expense?
Yes, it is expense only. Trade payable.
Yeah, and then trade payable is liability.
Now tell me, expense increasing or decreasing?
Expense is increasing.
When I brought goods at that time, it increased, right?
Yeah, so now it's decreasing.
Now I am returning the goods. So it is expense category, but it is expense is decreasing.
Yeah.
Right? Decrease in expense, credit.
And then liability also
Liability, what happening? Increasing or decreasing?
decreasing.
Yeah. Because when I brought, I owe 10,000. Now I returned, so now I owe only 8,000 now.
Yeah.
So liability decreased by $2,000. So decrease in liability debit, right?
Yep.
So let me record Jan 6th. So debit item is trade payables. Account debit. And next line, leave some space. Purchase return account. Amount is 2,000. Now tell me how much amount I am supposed to pay to that supplier.
8,000.
Yeah. So that 8,000 we will consider in the last transaction. Read out. Read the transaction.
Pay to supplier the balance amount.
So what is the balance amount here?
8,000.
Now tell me which two items?
Trade payable and supplier.
Trade payable is supplier only.
Oh, okay. Cash.
Yes, cash. Good. Now trade payable is a liability.
Liability and asset.
It is asset. So liability, what happening? Increasing or decreasing?
Decreasing.
Decrease in liability debit and decrease in asset
credit.
Yeah, we are paying, so cash is decreasing. Decrease in asset credit. So Jan 7th. So debit item is trade payables. Trade payables account debit. Next line, leave some space. Yes, account. Money is 8,000. Done. And let me write one more transaction, Jan 8. Received cash from the customer. Yeah. Tell me.
Maybe.
How much money? Can you tell me how much cash did I
What does
receive?
it mean by credit customer again?
Credit customer means I sold goods, but that person has not paid me the money.
Oh, okay. So credit customer is gonna be trade receivable
Yeah.
and cash.
Yes, but how much cash?
No, wait, sorry. Sold goods 2,000
How did you know that?
because it is sold goods on account 2,000.
Yeah. So this 8th, what January 8th, we are getting cash now. It is from this customer only. Jan
Yeah.
3rd we sold. So we are getting cash. So first item is cash, second is trade receivable, right? Both are asset. Okay. Now cash is increasing, increase in asset debit. Trade receivable will decrease, decrease in asset credit. Agree?
Yep.
So now let me record this.
So it's gonna be cash account debit
Yeah.
and then trade.
Cash account debit. Okay, next line, leave some space. Trade receivables. How much money? 2,000.
2,000.
So I hope understood these journal entries.
Yep.
Yeah. Now we using this ledger. Now we need to update the using this journal. We need to update the ledger. Right. So I'm deleting all these transactions. Okay.
Yep.
So we have journal now, and now we need to update the ledger. So before we update the ledger, first we need to make a list of ledger accounts. How many accounts do we need to open in the ledger? That list we need to prepare. And one account we will open only one time only. Right? In
Right.
entry, it might came several times.
Yeah.
It might has came several times, but in ledger I will make only account only one time.
So it's gonna be
So first account should be journal entry.
purchase.
First is purchase.
Then
Second is
trade payable.
trade payable. Third is
Cash.
cash. Fourth is
Sales.
sales. Fifth is
Trade receivable.
trade receivable. Sixth is sales already came. No?
Sales is done.
This
Carriage.
is done now. Carriage. Cash done already.
Then furniture.
Furniture. Cash done
Purchase
already.
return.
Then purchase return.
Then that's it.
Then done. So total 8 accounts I need to open. Okay, this list is done. Now I am going to open the ledger accounts, right?
Yep.
So see how the format will be. Date, detail, amount, date, detail, amount. So date, details, dollar amount. This is debit side. Now same thing we will record on the credit side. Okay, each account has two sides, debit side and credit side, right?
Yeah.
So first account is ready. And the name of the first account is what? And that we will write in the center. Purchase account, okay? Second account, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. So format done. Now I need to update the name. So second account will be trade
Trade
payable.
payable,
Third one is
cash account,
cash account. Fourth is
sales account,
sales account. Next is
trade receivable account,
trade receivables account.
then carriage account.
Then carriage furniture purchase return.
Yeah.
Carriage account, furniture, and purchase return account, right?
Yeah.
So I have prepared all the accounts. Format is done. Now ledger posting we need to understand. Okay, so let me delete this list. Yeah. So one side we have journal, another side we have ledger accounts, right?
Yep.
So now see the ledger posting. What is the first entry? Tell me.
Purchase.
Okay. Debit or credit?
Purchase debit.
So in purchase account, debit side. This one is debit side, right?
Yeah, but then we take the opposite, so it's gonna be trade
That
payable.
10,000 I will write and name will come of other account. Trade.
Yeah. Payable.
Trade payable. Date I will put Jan 1st, 2020.
Yeah.
So we are done in purchase account, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next posting will be in which account?
Next will be in trade payable account.
Which side?
Credit.
Why?
Trade payable because it's credit.
Yeah, it is credit. So in the trade payable account, credit side I will write 10,000.
Mm-hmm.
Name of the account will be
Purchases.
purchases. Jan 1st, same date 2022. So we are done. First entry is completely posted. I hope understood this.
Yep.
Easy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now next transaction. Tell me what is the next transaction?
Cash.
Yeah.
Debit.
Debit. So in the cash account, debit side I will write. What is the money?
15,000.
15,000. And what should I write in detail column?
Sales.
Sales. Date will be Jan 2nd, 2022. Right. So we are done in cash account. Now next we're posting in which account?
Credit. Sales.
Sales account. Na? So my sales account is this. Credit side I will write 15,000 and name of
15,000.
the account is cash, right?
Yep.
Jan 2nd, 2022. Done. So we are done in sales account also. Now tell me which entry? Third one.
Trade receivable. Debit. And we're gonna, the amount is 2,000.
So where is the
And
trade receivable account? This is the trade receivable account, na?
yeah.
Debit side I will write 2,000. Name of the other account is sales. Jan 3rd, right?
Yeah.
And next posting will be in sales account, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sales is credited. So this is the sales. Credit side I will write 2,000. Name of the other account is
Trade receivable.
trade receivables. Date Jan 3rd. I hope understood.
Yep.
Okay, so we are done with Jan 3rd. Now Jan 4th, tell me.
Then carriage.
200 debit side, na?
Debit and then 200. Yeah.
So carriage, this is the carriage account. Debit side 200. Name of the other account is what? Cash.
Cash.
Jan 4th, right?
Yep.
And next posting will be in which account?
It's gonna be in cash.
Which side?
Sorry?
Which side?
Credit.
Credit side. So this is the cash account, credit side. I will write 200. Name of the other account is carriage. Jan 4th. Done?
Yep.
So we are done with this also. 4th. Now next tell me which.
Furniture.
Debited 1200.
Yeah, furniture.
So where is my furniture account? This is my furniture account.
Yeah.
Debited, so debit side 1200. Name of the other account is cash, Jan 5th. Right?
Yeah, and 1200. Yeah.
Then next, which category, which account?
Cash.
Cash. This is the cash account. Credited, so
credit.
credit side 1200. Name of the other account is furniture, right?
Yep.
Done? Now next tell me.
Trade payable.
Trade payable and purchase return, isn't it?
Yeah.
We have trade payable here, see?
Yeah, trade payable, debit.
Debit side. So debit side I will write 2000. And name of the other account is
Purchase return.
purchase return. Date is Jan 6th. Done?
6. Yeah.
So I have done in purchase trade payable. Now in purchase return. Purchase return debited or credited?
Credit.
So credit side, purchase return. This is the purchase return. Can you see it?
Yep.
So 2000 credit side and name of the other account is trade payable. Jan 7th, I guess.
I think
Right?
6. It's 6.
Yeah, Jan 6, sorry. Jan 6. So we are done with this also. Now last two entries. Read out.
Trade payable, debit side, cash, 8,000.
Trade payable debited. So this is my trade payable account, right?
Yep.
Debit side 8,000 I will write. Name of the other account is cash. Jan 7th. Done?
Then cash, yeah.
So cash credited.
Cash credited.
Credit side 8,000. Name of the account is trade payable. Jan 7th. Done? Then the last transaction. Tell me.
Cash. So it's gonna. Sorry. Yeah, cash is gonna be debit. So trade
Cash account
receivable.
debit side I will write 2,000, right?
Yeah. Trade receivable.
Trade receivables. Jan 8th, right?
Yeah.
Done. Now in trade receivable I have to write which side?
Credit.
So where is trade receivable? And credit side I will write 2,000, right?
Yep.
Jan 8th. And name of the other account is cash. Done? So ledger posting is done. Journal done. Ledger accounts, all ledger accounts updated.
Yeah.
Any doubts so far? Tell me.
Okay, so once we're done making the ledger, how do you read it? Like how later if I have to refer to it, how do you refer to it?
Later what?
Later, if I like say at the end of the month I want to see that what was the first entry, how do I read the ledger? How do I understand it? I don't get that.
Just a minute.
Like yeah, so how do I like how do I read the ledger if that makes sense? You know, like how do I refer back to it?
See here, read in the sense like ledger account will give you a collective information about that particular account.
So if I want to like understand what I did before, so I need to refer to the journal, not the ledger.
No. Through ledger also you can find out. See trade payable here. Okay. So here see you brought the goods, right?
Yeah.
And here see you returned the goods and you paid the money also.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah,
that.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah.
So now see, now today's topic was what? Balancing. Now I will explain you how to balance the ledger accounts. Right?
Yep.
Okay. So see what we will do. So for balancing first, for each account, what see I will do. First I have to total the debit side. Then I have to make the total of credit side. Okay. and then find out the difference.
Yeah.
That is called balance. So what is the total of debit side of the purchase account?
10,000.
10,000. Credit side, what is the total?
0.
0. What is the difference?
10,000.
So this is known as balance. This is balance, right?
Okay.
And this balance I will put on the side which has less amount.
Yeah.
In purchase account, which side has less money?
Credit.
So credit side I will write. So 2022, and let's say end of the month I will do this. And I will write 10,000, and here I will write balance. Right? Balance carried down. Okay, CD means carried down. And then after writing, then leave some space, then put the total. Put the total here 10,000, and here also 10,000. Agree? Understood this, how to do balancing?
Yep.
Yeah. Now next account is which one?
Trade payable.
So debit side, what is the total?
Debit side, so 10,000.
Credit side?
10,000.
Balance 0, right?
0.
So here we no need
Yeah.
write the balance, we will just put the total. Draw two lines like this. After leaving some space, draw two lines like this. This side total you write debit side, credit side total you write credit side. There is no balance, right?
Okay.
No balance means we don't owe any money to trade payable, to that supplier. Whatever we brought goods, the full settlement is done.
Okay,
Now
so
now we don't
if
owe
there
any
is
money to
balance,
the trade payable.
if there's any balance, then we write it in the column with less.
Yes, and that balance will show that this much money we have to pay now in future.
Okay.
Now come to the cash account. Debit side total
Cash.
how much?
17,000.
Credit side total how much?
9,400.
Yeah, what is the difference? Difference is this minus this.
Yeah.
7,600 is the balance, na? And which side should I write?
In credit side.
Yeah, and it will be known as debit balance because debit has more, na?
Yeah.
So from 17,000, I will cut this. Now balance will remain this much. So this balance is of debit balance, right?
Yeah.
So, but we write on the opposite side.
Mhm.
Just a minute. So I will write here last day of the month, Jan 31st, balance carried down how much money? 7,600. Done.
Yep.
I will put the two lines and then make the total of both the sides. So this side total 17,000, this side total also 17,000. Done.
Yep.
Okay. Now come to the next account. Which is our next account?
Sales account.
Sales. Tell me debit side total.
Debit side is 0.
Credit side.
17,000.
Yeah. So balance is how much?
Negative
17 balance. Here no negative, no positive. 17 balance. Difference is 17, but it is credit balance because credit is more, na?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So I will write on which side? Debit side. 2022 Jan 31st, and I will write here balance carried down. How much money? 17,000, right?
17,000. Yep.
Leave some space. Total up. Put two lines. 17,000 here and 17,000 here. Understood?
Yep.
Yeah. Good. Go now. Okay, now next account is which one? Trade receivable, right? So both side total is same, na?
Yep.
So no balance. So just put the total. 2,000. No balance this time. 2,000, right?
Yep.
Carriage account, tell me what is the balance?
200.
And which side should I write?
Credit.
So credit side, I will write balance carried down. How much money? 200. And then I will put that.
So, while writing the balance in the date column, do we put the date of the end of the month,
Yeah,
or is it
and end of the month end.
okay?
Now furniture, tell me which side, what is the balance?
It's a debit balance.
Uh-huh.
It's I'm gonna write it in credit side,
Mhm.
12,000.
Correct. Okay. Then I will put that.
Yeah.
It will be known as debit balance because debit side total is more. Right?
Yeah.
1200 and
Yeah.
here also 1200. Done?
Yep.
Now purchase return, which side total is more?
Credit side is more, so it's credit
It will be
balance.
known
We're
as
gonna write
credit
it in
balance,
debit.
right?
Yeah.
So I will write here Jan 31st balance carried down. How much? $2,000. Agree?
Yeah.
Carried down. I hope understood this balancing part.
Yeah.
Any doubt? Tell me.
No.
Understood properly?
Yeah.
So today what we have learned?
We've learned balancing ledgers, and then we practiced
First we have
how to
learned
do.
journal entries again revised. Okay.
Yeah.
Then ledger posting we have done, and after ledger posting today new topic was how to balance each ledger accounts, right?
Yeah.
And what is the use of doing this balance, that we will discuss in the next class. Okay.
Okay.
So I am giving you one question to practice, right?
Okay.
Okay, so our meeting might be disconnected because of I have to re-log in again. Huh?
Okay.
I will give you the new link just to be there. Huh? And just be there. I will be logging through another account and I will share with you. Okay.
Okay.
Right now I am disconnecting.
Okay.